Our sound is functioning, camera functioning. Your host had his second Moderna COVID vaccine this morning. No, yesterday morning. So I'm not 100%, but I'm tolerating the side effects pretty well. I actually walked like 4 miles today. Did have a nice nap in the afternoon though. At one point I just felt like I had to go to sleep. Welcome everybody. Cooking Rooks. Felt good this morning. Took a walk, came home. I felt like I couldn't stand up anymore. Then I went and laid down for like 3 hours. And I've been pretty good ever since. So I think I'm going to be alright on the vaccine front. This is a long tournament, 9-round Blitz. I might, if I feel shaky, I might take a break at some point. We don't have a lot of players yet, only 7 entries. Again, I'm pissed with Twitch for taking away the ability to send emails to subscribers. I have no way to message people on Twitch about upcoming streams other than like making a mini video or something. Cookie Brooks, welcome. So guys, another upcoming mention. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow morning. I found out rather surprisingly that I have quite high blood pressure and I'm going to go to the doctor. This was completely news to me. I made an appointment for tomorrow morning, so as quick as I could to address it. You shouldn't leave health stuff unaddressed. So tomorrow morning was the quickest appointment I could get. I'm going to be going, and so no stream tomorrow morning. I'm going to be at the cardiologist, seeing why my blood pressure is so high. Alright, 3 players have agreed to join the team here. Very well. On another note, no stream tomorrow. We will have a stream on Thursday. The heck is going on? Mr. Coffee, thanks for being here. How's my lag? Server 0.1. Yeah, right. How could the server lag never change? What else? Oh, it's a big day here in Hungary. Right now, as we speak, Hungary is facing Portugal for the Euro 2020. That's 2021. What year is it again? Hungary, Portugal was on. Had just started. Let me see. So there was like everybody was camped outside my street. At every table of bar was like filled with people drinking on their way to the football match. This is not a good time to be in Budapest unless you want to drink and watch a football game. 0-0 at 37 minutes. If you're interested in football, it's a really big deal here. Although I'm not personally really into football. A lot of Europeans, it's their favorite sport. Welcome guys, tournament starting shortly. So I'm going to keep an eye on a Hungarian match. See what you did there. Stream is good, uptime. Astrobate, how could my uptime be 4:20? 4 minutes and 20. Move 11. Pawnda Swiss. I felt a little bit, my arms sore. I felt fine this morning when I woke up, and then like after I had a big walk, I came home. I felt like I couldn't stay awake. So like tiredness and a little bit of achiness, but really I'm tolerating it really well. I've been awake since noon, and I'm feeling all right. How's the weather in Hungary in November? Oh, probably like if you want to come here, October is my really if you can do October, that's the best. November is not bad. I mean, it's probably slightly milder than what you're used to at home. Um, but October's really, really nice. Giraffe, welcome. That's my number one recommendation. October is like, here is like September. Back at home. But maybe if you did the very beginning of November, you know, it's still alright. I would go with October. September can still be quite hot. I think the ideal month to come to Hungary is like, well, probably like late May or October. Sorry you have to leave, be afraid. We've got Zen Chess, Yevgeny, Cheesy Noob, Siddharthan, that's a new player, Princess Chess, Druvgol, Flamingo Pop, Clapperzon, Asterbait. If you need a place to stay, Mr. Coffee, I can help you. Snuggles the Snail. What is up? Snuggles the Snail is subscriber. Zen Chess just donated 500 bits. If you don't leave the stream due to sudden illness. Oh, my tummy hurts. I can't play the next tournament. Are you sure it was your tummy or was it the rating points you lost? No, I never leave tournaments. Even when I have food poisoning, I just take like a half point bye for one game and then continue to lose all of my rating points. You can ask Alex Lenderman how he beat me. Or Teddy Coleman. Good one. Inside joke from Move 11. I'm on my second vaccine recovery, so I could be sleeping right now. But I can't stream tomorrow, guys. Wednesday morning, no stream again. I have to go to the doctor. I have really high blood pressure, and I don't really know why, so I guess eating anything like I was 25 years old for the last 39 years has had an effect or something. We'll see, guys, but no stream tomorrow morning. We'll be back on Thursday. Got to get the hype train started. Pay for my cardiologist. All right. Yeah, we got to get the hype train started. Good idea. Sziasztok. So, speaking of Sziasztok, European 2021 match is happening right now, like a mile from my house. I am walking distance to Puskás Ferenc Stadion. I used to walk over there all the time. There's like 60,000 people watching the Hungary-Portugal match right now. It was 0-0 at 37 minutes last time I checked. I'm not a football fan, but this is kind of personal. The last time they played 5 years ago, Hungary was like winning, and every time they had a lead, like Ronaldo would score, and they ended up a 3-3 tie. It was really pretty exciting. I think I actually watched that match in 2016. But Hungary's like super motivated by being in their home stadium with like 60,000 fans. So they have a good chance to survive. Alright, guys, welcome to the tournament. It's 16 players, nice. Zern Vlad, first pairing. I have to quit steak sandwiches, it looks like. Unfortunately. Yeah, the death group. France, Portugal, and Germany. I had salmon for dinner, man. I'm already making adaptations to my diet. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out in style. Grudfeld. How come you can't see a tournament in the tournament section in the app? Dude, do any tournaments show up in the tournament section of the app? I thought like no tournaments show up. Only like lichess ones. I don't think that like private tournaments do that anymore. There used to be, Ludwig. Is it really listed? I thought private tournaments weren't listed at all. Yeah, we unfortunately get MIA opponents. Only arenas show up? Zenchess is under Swiss. Is it listed if you go under Swiss? Is that a new feature? I thought no tournaments show up. Does anybody know any more information? Is it my imagination that there used to be no listings at all, except for the official ones? Or is that just something I made like Porky Pig? Sorry, is that just something I made up? I'm like a goat. Meh, meh. Anyway, I am playing under the influence of Moderna vaccine. Just so you know, I probably already played this. Against Jernglad. I can't remember. But it's really hot. I have to open the window. We need a more open window. Cooking Rooks donated a tier 1 sub to Ludwig AC. Yeah, this looks awfully familiar. I had a similar game, but it wasn't the same. It was a different line. Huh. Sludgy's windows are open and transparent. The computer windows or the live windows? Well, I got Mr. Coffee, can you allow anyone in the tournament? Can you open the lobby and let some people in? I suddenly have a message for 4 people trying to join the team. That seems kind of excessive. We'll see how I feel. I mean, I'm still technically very likely to be experiencing side effects of my vaccine. This is like the hottest part of the day. Basically, the heat bakes down on my roof, and normally it's like hottest around like 4, but the baked roof has like maximum hotness probably around 7. Very positionally played. Thank you guys for the support. So on the phone app, I think only Swiss shows up. Weird. That's weird, huh? Who would have thought? Does this come with surround sound? I had a friend who used to work at an electronics store. He made really good commission. I'm sorry, does this pawn come with surround sound? We suddenly had all these people. Wait. No, they're like old requests. They're old requests. Gigantic. Big love. It's a Pixies fan? It's actually Gigantica, big love. But I mean, that has to be a Pixies fan. It's a line from... I don't even remember which song now. Gigantic. Not every day you get a Pixies fan. On my stream. The other day was Joey Santiago's birthday. I think yesterday. Guitarist from the Pixies. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, one of my favorite groups. But I never saw them live. Rook DB1. I'm not a big concert goer. Surfer Rosa, okay. Yeah, I used to listen to that album in college. Cooking Rooks knows all. Now, your pawn will die. Die. You just Googled it? Oh, that's so disappointing. I think he has a defense. Queen D7. It said he played Queen C7. Guys, I think I'm gonna take it a little easy today. This seems to be a defensive attempt as well. Yeah, come to think of it, I had a very similar structure against Rundblad in a different variation of the Grunfeld. We had exactly the same kind of structure last time with my rook on B3 in a different variation of bishop F4. You were born in 1990? Somehow I imagine you were older. Not old like me, but older than that. That's pretty old though, that's 30. Yeah, it's hard to rationalize stuff anymore. Good evening, Edward Elric. You're in the tournament, right? Victorious, I assume? I'm feeling kind of achy. I don't know how I'll manage playing 9 rounds today. There's definitely going to be some blunders. You drop a queen here or there, if I can arrange it. Rather not drop a queen to some sort of queen takes c5 tactic. But again, thank you for the support from the mysterious Pixies fan and Cooking Rooks for the gift sub, as well as the donation from Zen Chess earlier. What else am I missing? All you can eat buffet. For those of you that are more familiar with like the tournament chess world, what am I doing here? is a weird move. The hype train's been a little stingy lately. That seems to be the case. It's never that easy. Move 11 was trying to start a hype train the other day, and we were struggling. You were here. You were both. What am I doing? Yeah, the hype train's a little stingy. I wonder how it works. Like, the more hype trains you get, the more stingy it is. And what do you think is the secret? When will Carlsen defend the title? Well, that's set, isn't it? Ludwig? Let's see what's happening with Hungary versus... Oh, I dropped it. I don't feel like I'm a good Hungarian resident if I don't root for the football team. Man, 0-0 at halftime. The last Hungary match in 2016 was a score-a-thon. It was 3-3 draw. Mr. Coffee's like singing song lyrics. Been hanging out with Astrobate too much. Now, Jernvlad is... I'm telling you guys, I just gotta stand up. I get really tired of this chair I have. Jernvlad is reduced to like cheap tactics with queen takes h3. I went for about 4 hours. 4 hours. I walked about 4 miles today. My first day of getting back in shape. And my muscles hurt. But it could be related to the vaccine too. Don't come to the stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. Next stream will be Thursday night. If you'd like to, please submit a game to the Thursday night stream. I think Ibanez won't be there, so submit it on time. Don't wait until the Thursday night stream. Submit your games for the stream. Not a good idea to change everything on the same time. Mad Ramus, thank you for the suggestion. Try to be... Yeah. Do I watch Euro 2021? I'm just following the Hungarian team matches. I'm not going to try running. I haven't like gone running since I was in my 20s. And I was never a runner. I have kind of knee issues. Always did. So, like slow jogging. We're talking like slow jogging maybe. But I'm just gonna like go for a lot of walks and change my diet. Astrobate said I'll have to switch to red wine. Yep. I can't. I'm just gonna do the old people thing, you know, drink a glass of red wine. Luckily I like wine as well as beer. Alright, what do we got? 2 ongoing games. Although red wine, yeah, I wish I had some French wine. But we have good wine here in Hungary, Mad Ramus. Relatively good wines in Hungary. A lot of people don't know that. Ludwig AC would love to see and watch analysis of your most memorable games. Well, honestly, most of my most memorable games are like in a storage unit in Massachusetts. It's It's like the tiniest percentage of my games from tournament play are actually like in any database or anything. Recently I had someone like trying to get me to help them find one of our games. You can no longer find Chess FM videos. Yeah, ICC is. Cappuccino. French. You're biased toward French wine. It's natural. I like South American wines actually. Spanish and South American. But it's expensive. You know, it's not that easy to buy South American wine here, like in the States. Very, very affordable. Much cheaper to export South American wines to the U.S. All right, I'd like to get some good wine. Start drinking wine again. It's rainy day there. How do you get rain there? I would think like Ukraine would get our weather like later. We've had very good weather. Very good weather the last like 4 days. I thought the weather went from like west to east. They got mountains and stuff. Ukraine is a big country. All right, let's see what happened. Zen Chess wins. So thank you guys for trying to start a bit train. Back to tournament. Sparkle Horse Zen Chess, Yevgeny World Loser Zen, Cheesy Noob, Siddharth, Princess Chess is playing. Princess Chess had a what? What happened there? Wait, your opponent made a move and then didn't continue? Like, normally they don't show up, but this player played 2 moves and resigned? I guess he was intimidated. Arena IM. He's an IM and an MBA. Alright. Let's go. I reserve the right to like sit out a couple of rounds at some point. Rest in peace, can't find the tournament. Oh my god. Is that right? That sounds like a song. Move 11 can make a song up for you. He's into songwriting and stuff like that. Don't see tactics when it's raining. Oh! I lost on time. I hate that pressure of that red thing, you know. I'll make my move when I'm ready. Somebody fix that? Cheesy Noob plays this weird opening now. It's like the anti-opening. But he can get forms of Tory attack and some form of delayed Trompowsky. Nils, what's up? So I have multiple problems. Food coma. I ate shortly before the stream. I have my Moderna, my second vaccine today. Blood pressure issues. What am I going to do? Alright. So he plays c3 and d4. And he wants to play bishop g5. So he's kind of like killing c5. What if I do this? I'm just pretending he's going to play the London system. It's an anti-London system setup. Now I'm killing bishop f4. G5. Yeah, that's sound. How many players we have in the tournament now total? It was halftime at Portugal-Hungary. "47 minutes at halftime." It's hard not being a football fan and living in Europe. F3. It's funny, C5 would transpose to the C3 Sicilian. This like crappy variation I looked at today. Hey, let's play a crappy variation of the C3 Sicilian. Cheesy who broke the cardinal rule. The cardinal rule is not trading knights for bishops. I didn't watch any matches, but I'm forced to think and know about the Hungarian matches. Or my friends would like hate me. Okay, this was the idea. Of course, Nils is a fan of football. True sporting European. Belgium, well, they're not a bad team. Are they like the favorites overall? I saw somebody picking Belgium. Oh yeah, you're Dutch. You're close. Sorry, man. Orange. You're on the borderline. It's the same thing, right? Sorry. You see, that's what happens when you don't come to the stream enough. I just insulted like generations of Nils's family. Alright. E6. So bishop f4 was obviously not in today's analysis. Not really a move you normally consider. Speaking of G5, who was that? Nils was like G5. Man, it's just like the weirdest advanced French ever. When he played like F3, bishop F4 in the advanced French. Brain disengagement called. What if I go for the pawn? Double pawn attack. The Ardennes. I think my dad visited there. Sort of. Alright. Bishop c2, b5. I like this idea of getting in b4. He just doesn't care. Is a4 a good move? Did you really think that out? If I play knight b6? I don't understand. I don't understand. Guys, thanks everybody for joining the stream and joining the tournament. Hungary, Portugal, 0-0. Oof. That's a brutal game. 52 minutes of 0-0. Match game, whatever. We have the same problem with chess. Like, should we technically call it a match or a game? Tennis, it's a tennis match. Chess. We think of matches as like ongoing. Like ongoing competitions. A game is like individual battle. But in the old days, people always said chess matches. And a lot of people still. Did you win your chess match? No, I just played one game. It's not a match. Yeah, that's... But if you read, like, poor Cheesy Noob. Cheesy Noob just dropped a piece. We have more joiners. Job. Is that the Côte d'Ivoire flag? That looks... Wow, that's weird. Do they have a new flag? Chess is user named. Does the Ivory Coast have a new flag? I don't remember that one. It looks like Ireland. Alright, latest news. You know, the stadium is like a mile and a half from my house. I would probably hear it if like Hungary scored. They would like scream so loud. I bet. But I would probably hear like local people screaming too. Back to tournament. Tried to go back, but I'm not the master of Google, I have to say. Not a big fan of Google for several reasons, including the fact that you lose your window. So I got a lucky game there. Cooking rooks, aren't like all Dutch people taller than average? Does that give them an unfair advantage? Aren't they like the tallest nation in the world? Gives them an unfair advantage, having longer legs to be like cyclists. Zen chess, world loser. Let's see, Viktorovich princess chess. What's Zen chess? Ooh, good game. Zen chess versus world loser. World loser just can sometimes go a little too nuts, playing for time. Zen chess tries to be more pragmatic, but he's also fairly quick, and he's very good at Zen chess is good with time management and time pressure, with increment. So Zen chess is, the ratings are appropriate. Like Zen chess is a slight favorite. I think if world loser slowed down, you know, he'd have to change his game. I'm constantly telling people slow down, slow down, slow down. I mean, I think ultimately if world loser slowed down his game, if he could mix, you know, trying to play a little more accurately, keeping most of his speed, but a little more emphasis on accuracy, he'd probably be able to get 2300 plus. Man, that's some powerful knights you got there. Look at those pieces. It's like a puzzle. Yeah, loser is just kind of a weird choice. Maybe this was calculated. It's likely winning by force either way. I mean, he could have just like taken a free piece with knight takes d5. Maybe there was some weird knight g5 move. But you could just go back to g2. It looks like well calculated. The way you said that made me think of Red Riding Hood. What? Red Riding Hood? What? What's happening now? Did Zenchess just like exchange rooks? This is weird. Somehow Zenchess ended up with no material advantage. And now like we're losers being greedy and trying to win. Ouch. Oh my god, there's a huge cheering. Hungary just scored. Holy crap, I can hear it. I don't even need to see the score. Or there was something heroic to happen. Maybe a great save. I just heard an insane cheering. Maybe there was an insane save. But I can hear it a mile and a half away. And there's no way that was the Portuguese fans. But there's nothing on BBC yet. I thought it was a goal. That kind of died out quickly, though. Maybe just a save. Statistics are favoring, like, Portugal. Portugal's had the ball like 70% of the match. I don't know what that was, though. Yeah. Thought there was a goal. Alright, Sparkle Horse 2. Yevgeny 2. World Loser 2. Uber Driver 1.5. Uber Driver in with the half point buy. We got Tima Loves Chess. Move 11. Move 11, good to see you playing. They're cheering for World Loser. I don't understand what happened there. I thought you were up a piece. I guess I miscounted the material. Maybe I pronounced Zenchess winning too early there. Those knights are tricky, though. I mean, Zenchess had to be winning. But I'm not sure I counted the pieces correctly when I analyzed that. On to round 3. This is a long one. I don't know if I can survive. What? Oh, alright. I played Germvlad. I thought I played Yevgeny. Guys with your Cyrillic names. Slavic names. Pre-moving? No. Round 3. I'm going to have a glass of wine during today's stream to celebrate my high blood pressure. But I think I'll wait until Hungary scores their first goal. 57 minutes. It's been 57 minutes forever. There must be a break in play. All right. Yevgeny, so we got to be careful. World loser has the ambulance badge. It's funny, there was like 1 million ambulances today. Earlier in the day. I guess lots of like football fans getting drunk and falling unconscious or something. What is this? No H6 variation. So have we played this before? The Tartakover is very solid for black. That's a downer. He keeps the diagonal open. Fanci Imre, Hungarian IM, played the same against me. But he did h6. This is technically wrong what Viktorovic is doing. He's not taking his h6 for free. You're supposed to play h6. That should be good for black. How can I exploit the fact that he didn't play h6? I just want to say that I was interesting that the BBC editor who made a prediction on their website today predicted like Portugal-Hungary would be a draw. He's kind of gone out on a limb, but he felt that the home advantage was so big here. I mean, it's the only sport that people are really passionate about in Hungary, and there's been a lot of emphasis lately with their little bit of success in the last years. But I don't know, man. I still consider Portugal would have to be a huge favorite. Tennis, not so much. There is a player on our stream, no problem at all, who's a big fan of tennis, actually, who lives here in Hungary. I mean, people like watching tennis, but it's not as easy to find a place to play tennis. It's not as prevalent as in some other countries. Of course you can. But I mean, if I'm comparing to like the States or something, I imagine tennis isn't quite as popular. You know, it's not like anybody can just play tennis. It's basically a rich man's sport. Tennis and golf are they're more elite sports, right? It's hard to play tennis in the street, for example. So what am I going to do? All this for nothing. I couldn't exploit the absence of h6. When I was a little kid, of course there are free courts. When I was a little kid, I had no one to play tennis with, so I would just go to one of those like backboards and just like hit the ball to myself for like an hour. This is classic. We could even have transposed. I think I played bishop g3. This is theory. I think bishop g3 is actually theory. But I mean, white doesn't really have much. This is a solid line. Move 11 and I were talking about this. A couple weeks ago. Or last week. Now, major moment. If d5... I could play bishop a6 as well. A tectonic shift in the position. So Hungary-Portugal, 67 minutes, no score. That's wild. Where was the Euro in 2016? European Championship for football. Uh-oh. Cheering again. But minor. It sounded minor that time. It was like just a save. A minor save or something. Or sometimes people get excited when there's like an almost goal. Maybe I should switch to commentating on football. I should live stream. Portugal won the group. Hungary drew them 3-3 in 2016. And they were so many times close to beating Portugal in that match. It was sick. They had like 2 leads. Rook e8. Now what? Yevgeny is looking a little passive here. Masturbate princess chess? Knight on d5 is too strong to give it up. Too strong to give it up. What am I doing? Is this a good move? Probably not. Probably a bad move. It's a waste of time. Guys, I have a doctor tomorrow, so I'm going to be no stream on Wednesday. Sorry we had to miss Monday stream for vaccination. Wednesday stream for the doctor. We'll be back on Thursday. 69 minutes. No goals. Bishop f8, allowing queen d7, knight f6 check, takes rook d7. But I think that black's still alright there. This is work. This isn't fun time, Princess Chess. Alright. Queen d7 takes, check takes. Takes a sick mind. Consider this fun time. Oh, there's another cheering. Not enough to be a goal. Extended cheering. I could have played like G4 there. Yevgeny drifted. He never found a way to activate. I mean, you have to find a way to activate. Played a little bit passive with a second rook. Sparkle Horse World Losers 3-0. Uber Driver 2.5. Everyone watch Lokai. I studied Norse mythology when I was in high school. Zen chess versus princess chess. There's a lot of chess. Zen chess, princess chess, Tima loves chess. Guys with your original chess names. "76 minutes. Alright. It's only round 4, man. This is a tough tournament. I think I'm gonna need my glass of wine soon. Maybe that's all I can healthfully drink. You grab the name Zen Chess by literally being the first one on every site. You can get zenchess.com, the domain. Your name is a misspelling. That's pretty funny. Gotta stay more mainline. Okay, what is this? Queen a5. Wait a second. Queen a5 is an actual move here? Is that one of the rare exceptions to the rule? Where this is actually a decent move? No, I mean Queen a5 takes on a1, he sacks the exchange. Then I have like knight a6. It looks a little iffy for white. I'm willing to take my chances there. That was a big cheer. It's a really big cheer now. That was like the biggest one yet. Another save, presumably. Or near miss. Or loser surprises me here. Surprised me with queen takes. I thought you were going to keep the queens on. So I want to play, let's see, b6, I guess. You can play knight c6 first. But I need to get my bishop out. I mean, that's really... the single most important thing. Must develop. Where loser's got the flamingo pop time management going on. It's just like, play as fast as you humanly can, regardless of the strength of your opponent. Probably World Loser would use the same amount of time against Magnus Carlsen that he does against me. And I can't believe there's no score. 80 minutes. Now World Loser thinking. Guys, what happened to the hype train effort today? Cooking Rooks donated 250, 100, 300 bits. We had a follow from Conscience Chess. Earlier, some gift subs. It wasn't enough concerted effort to get the hype train. Alright. You're trying to hurt me. I don't like that. You want to take my pawn. My little pawn. World Loser has an affinity for f3. We have seen lately from him a lot. When you go to get like cardio tests, they test like your hand strength and stuff. I couldn't open this wine bottle. I think I'm going to be in trouble. Alright, let's see. Which way? It seems simpler to play the symmetrical structure. He's grasping. It's kind of a classic Nimzo. Do I play knight e5 or knight a5? Presumably knight a5, so as not to allow f4. You don't want to like take with a knight and get yourself pinned on the f1 a6 diagonal. That's often a problem. Like the same as Nimzo. You got to take with the bishop first. to make sure nothing bad happens. Alright guys, in the background I'm keeping score. Euro 2020, Hungary, Portugal 0-0 at 82 minutes. Incredible. Rook b5, sacrificing an exchange has been called. Sacrifice of the exchange. Now what do I do? Not so easy to penetrate into White's position. Some nights are better than others. See, now World Loser starts busting the like sophisticated positional play. It's incredible. Down the exchange, and now he's motivated. It's unbelievable. Fix it. Whoa. I see. What if you didn't handicap yourself to begin with? How strong would you be? It's kind of a frightening thought. Oh, Hungary lost. They lost. Suddenly 2 goals from Portugal. Crushing. Just they must have been like back to back. That's gonna devastate the town. I missed rook takes F1 check. That's crushing. 2 goals right at the end. Cristiano, Ronaldo, and Guerrero. So much for that. Ronaldo. All right, world loser. World loser thinking. Rest in peace, Madur Sag. Total silence enveloped Budapest in the course of 1 minute. But that was good. They made it to the 87th minute or something. Game over. 3-0 now. Back tournament. That was a long game. Alright. We weathered the storm. World loser. Xbox1234 is trying to join the team. It's the last round you can join this tournament. So much for Euro 2021. Great effort for 80 some minutes. Couldn't withstand the onslaught. But I withstood the world loser onslaught. Alright, it's time for our ritualistic glass of wine. In honor of France. Here's to French wine, Mad Ramus. This is actually Hungarian wine. Here's to Hungary. A tribute to Magyarország. And a great effort that came up short. Alright guys, cheers. No, seriously, cheers to Hungary. They tried. 0-0 until the last few minutes of play. Pressure is huge, right? The pressure becomes huge at that stage. 37 seconds till the next round. World loser with 3, Zen chess 3, Cheesy Noob. Princess chess with 3. Took out Asterbait. Princess chess. Alright. Yeah, they just have to beat France and Germany. It's no big deal. That's easily done. The only good thing is, like, there won't be, like, insanely loud partying all over tonight. Everyone's, like, deflated. Bunch of disappointed and angry football fans. I think everybody would have been happy with the draw. I thought they could do it. H6. Princess Chess, I don't even know how to play the Gioca Piano very well, so don't worry. Your guess is as good as mine. But I didn't feel like playing the Schliemann Roy Lopez. After I played e4, I was like, oh wait, now she's playing the Schliemann Roy Lopez. I'm recovering from my second COVID vax. Not really 100% today. Don't think I want to be trying to figure out the Schliemann. Early 97. I mean, that's definitely a move. If I play d4, you take, I take, you play back, I play like e5. That can't be right. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Don't want to spill my wine. So we're going to slide that out of the way. And yeah, I don't know enough. I feel like d4 is right. She's playing this h6 kind of early, and the 97 kind of early. But there's still no... What? You went where? You went to b4. That was unexpected. b4 doesn't look right. I don't think that's the right move. It does discourage rook. Rook e1 though. Anyway. The Astermate maneuver. It's kind of funny here. If only I could play queen d3. It seems strange to retreat this bishop from such a good diagonal. But I want to protect my e4 pawn. And queen c2 is a kind of weird move. Probably the computer would be like, oh, queen c2. Actually, that's kind of a tricky move. I normally don't put my queen on that square. But I bet someone on Sound or Asterbait would approve. I kind of wish I had done it. It's a little like playing World Loser. A3. I don't know, guys. This is weird. It's just kind of a weird game. Why is my knight on b3? It's a very strange game for this variation. I got her off this diagonal, which I thought was a mistake originally. Knight on b3. Is that right? Overprotecting d4? I don't know, guys. I don't have enough experience here. Just too many options for both sides. And I'm not comfortable. But that's a very concrete move. What am I thinking? Incredible. It's incredible, like, hyper-modern play by Princess Chess. That's insane. What amazing hyper minor play. I don't believe it. Not only is she stronger than me, but she's faster by a lot. This is like playing a GM. I mean, I'm nearly lost now. That's pretty crazy play. I feel like I'm playing Anand or something. Just completely outplayed strategically. Twice as fast as me. Till now. Look at the play by Black. Every single piece, like, perfectly placed. Attacking the center. Funny, in a recent game, she didn't see this idea of knight b4 against me. But here she saw it. I have basically no counterplay. Man, I'd like to see a draw, get at least a draw out of this. Black played like a strong master. Now knight to d5. Wow. Knight to d5. Okay, I have no idea. It's unlike her to launch into some sort of unclear tactical consequence. From my experience, she never plays speculative sacrifices. So that's kind of a surprising move. Alright. It's unbelievable. Like, Black's singular focus on this weak pawn is pretty freaking amazing, honestly. And then like twice as fast as me. She's 1801 in bullet. What? How could you be 1801 in bullet? That's gotta be a mistake. It's unbelievable. What? Is this for real? How can you be that fast to be 1800 in bullet? That's absurd. Look at her play. Reporting you for rating suspicious ratings. How could Princess just possibly be 1800 in bullet? Look how fast she is. That's crazy. It's like playing Dr. Trip Chance or something. It's like an unbelievable game by Black. I mean, you'd have to be at least 2200. It's... And it's still probably a draw. Look at that defense that they're pulling off here. And uses no time for the whole game. Wow. It hung a rook. I can't believe. Princess just hung a rook now. You played like a master the whole game. With 36 seconds left. Check this game out. Whoa. There's no way I'm winning. It's a total fortress. This loses. Rook a6 loses. I'm actually winning here according to the computer. I didn't think I was winning. How am I winning by force? So that whole concept of bishop e6 didn't occur to me till later. So this is actually a draw. Rook takes a7. Stalemate. That was an insane game by black. It's hard to believe you had 60, 70 cent upon loss. Maybe at the end. It's so totally not like that. A white blowout. Yeah, right. I was like not even winning, and I was worse the whole middle game, hanging on by a thread. That was easily the hardest game I had today. You played master level, except for the end. I mean, blundering the rook. There were some mistakes that you made because you played quickly, but I mean, if you add in the fact of how fast you're playing, if you factor that in, I mean, you're like playing better than World Loser and those other guys. On the same level as World Loser, I think. Zen Chess is tougher than everybody else in this group. Yeah, I didn't think you knew the concepts there that well. It's ironic that you found knight b4 against me, whereas like in a previous game, in the same theme position, you didn't play it. I was like, oh, good, you know. Last time she didn't seem aware of the idea of playing knight b4, but today you went right for it. Zen Chess's favorite. If I wasn't winning the tournament, I would just quit now. The Lyle attack? Was this what Lyle played against me last year in July? Yeah. I had like literally no idea what I was doing when I faced this the first time. I don't think I have an idea what I'm doing now. But I played like e6 against Mark, which wasn't that great. He's a big specialist on the what's it called, the Grand Prix attack, for years and years. Typical English chess player. They're all older generation players from the UK are obsessed. They're still obsessed with Julian Hodgson. Even Gawain Jones is still playing the Grand Prix attack, like carrying the torch. So I don't know what this is. B6 seemed to slow him down. Cooking rooks. Sorry you can't stay. As always. We'd love to have you stay. So I don't know. What's the best plan here? It's been such a disappointing, such a tough game against Princess Chess, and such a disappointing Hungarian loss. I don't know how to carry on. Thank you for generous attempts for a... God damn, this stupid... Things keeps popping up. Alright, thanks for your attempt to start a hype train. Knight? Wow. That's not what I expected. But thank you seriously, Cooking Rush, for your continuous support of the stream. Good game, Princess Chess. Made it very unpleasant for me. I was very nearly losing. If I wasn't lost, I'll eat my hat. If I had a hat. I would eat it. Like, I was too much on the precipice to not have gone over. I mean, black had every move, every piece was attacking my center. So what do we make of this? What are we to make of this nonsense? I don't know. All you guys are just too fast for me. Is there anyone that's not faster than me? H5 weakening the king side. What king side? It's not my king side. King side is where the king is. You have that mistaken with somewhere else. You've mistaken that with another place. So sorry for Major Sag. Something about this doesn't seem fair. Now he might be able to use this diagonal. I think he had a better defense there. Queen E1. I'm not sure it holds, but it must be the only try. I was just trying to distract him from paying attention to this threat. So I was talking about B3 on the queen side. That would be his natural plan. This looks tough. Somewhat difficult. Right. I guess I will be castling kingside at some point. So where should my bishop go? Queen e1? Alright, objectively I'm up the exchange. You gotta take Zen chess seriously. That's... We'll just have to win technically. For a player who's down the exchange and a pawn, he's showing a lot of resources here. Man, another insane, tough player. What a fighter. I should get these Moderna vaccines more often. Uh-oh. Uber driver, what happened? Uber driver lost 2 games. He must have ran into the unbeatable Dr. Trip Chance. Move 11 played him too. When was the last time you lost a game, Dr. Trip Chance, to someone? Jernvlad is coming on with 4. World Loser still playing. Let's check it out. World Loser Time Master. But World Loser is a solid player if he puts his mind to it. He's not just a time player. He can play. He can play, I would say, pretty strong classical chess. But a lot of us are addicted. Not me, but you guys are addicted to playing fast. Alright guys, thanks everybody. So tomorrow no stream. I have an appointment with a doctor. Thursday we will be back. I promise. We need to get coordinated here. I was thinking that World Loser was white. I have to admit. For some reason, for a moment, I started to forget like who was who. I offer a draw. Draw is a sensible result. That's a threat, sort of. World Loser could take the pawn because it would have been a draw anyway. Even if he loses his bishop, it doesn't matter. The rooks are getting traded and he's up a knight versus nothing. But that's obviously not a win. Knight versus nothing is not known as a big winning attempt. Now it's getting kind of funky. This could be like rook and knight versus rook, likely. No, it's not so likely. Out for a draw. Alright, we'll see what happens. It should be a draw. That's our last game. So there's 3 more rounds left. Thanks everybody for joining. We had a total of 24 players. A lot of people tend to leave. Asterbait finally got himself a win against Slendrina. Nice one, Asterbait. A lot of people didn't show up or just played 1 game. So we have, let's see, 9, 10 players. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe 16 players who are really serious. What's my team? Hobogoy. My team is called Hobogoy. It means snow owl in Hungarian. Actually, I had 2 teams because I played in a team in the Hungarian team championship and a team in the Budapest team championship. My team? Well, this is my team, man. The Pawnda and Horses Club. I'll send the link in the stream. I had another team, but I don't really use it. Sparkle Horse team. Here's the team link. Edward Rick, did he get you in time pressure? I didn't know, man, Teze. It was a tie until 84 minutes, and then suddenly Portugal had 2 goals. I really thought they had a good chance to get a draw. I didn't watch it, obviously. I've been streaming this tournament. So, Edward Rick, how do you lose with Rook and Knight versus Rook and Bishop? Rook and Bishop versus Rook is a draw. You literally like have to either get mated or lose your whole Rook. Although I admit, like, defending Rook versus Rook and Bishop in a Blitz time control is not easy, and I would probably lose too. You can just lose on time. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's sudden death, or, you know, with a few second increment. The Bishop and Rook is slightly stronger, so there are ways he can generate some weird threats and try to force your pieces apart. I would imagine many Magnus Carlsen Blitz game has been decided with Rook and Bishop versus Rook and Knight. Magnus is probably a specialist, along with, what's his name? The Iranian guy. It's not chess, you know, but that's part of the game. The Doctor hasn't lost in the last 11 games we played. I'll just, like, play like I was playing a computer or something. Try to be super safe. That's the best I can do. What am I doing? I'm even forgetting my own variations. So Dr. Chuchance now plays the Karo Khan. I actually have a lot of theoretical knowledge on this for both sides, but I didn't play it in a long time. Knight takes c3 is not as safe as e6. Gamma Gami. I don't remember Queen b6 being a move for black. Alright, I mean, I play this variation for both sides. You can play for a win there. I've never seen Queen b6 before. But I'll take a draw, because I lose to you almost every single game. So I'm happy with the draw. But this move is new to me. There's only 7 games with Queen b6, spanning from 1975 to 2012. Well, it doesn't do anything about developing black's king side. You know, I had a game with Pop G, and this was years ago in Blitz. probably like 6 or 7 years ago. He was already a GM, but this is before I played on lichess, and so Pop G had a game against me where he just like let me exchange queens on b3, and I was like tortured. I drew the game, but it was like, okay, I'm not going to do that again, you know. Basically, this queen exchange doesn't free black necessarily against a really strong player. So I guess I can try something else. It looks like most people played queen c2 though, but I don't think that black, you know, white has to avoid the exchange of queens. This is still... White is better. For example here, plus 0.5. If you exchange queens, it's just too many issues with these like two files, and it's hard to keep everything protected. Yeah, most people do queen d5. It's the same thing. That's probably how I did it against Pop G. It was something like queen d5, bishop e3, and I played that. But I guess queen d5 was overrated. Anyway, no free lessons. We're going to go back and take my rest day. I'm going to take my rest round. My vaccine. After getting vaxxed yesterday, I deserve a rest round. Alright, let's see a game. World Loser versus Vlad. What's the difference between Opening Explorer and Analysis Board? Analysis Board is just an analysis board, and the Opening Explorer is a feature available on the analysis board which shows you some kind of second party or third party, I want to call it, it's not really a complete database, but for lack of a better word, it's a kind of like weak database of chess games. It's not a professional thing, it's like a very light, it doesn't show a lot of information that's important about those games. So if you really want to study chess openings, you need to get like a serious chess database from ChessBase or Chess Assistant, or maybe there's others out there where you can construct your own, but you need a lot more statistics and information that's not necessarily available. It's basically good as a starter sort of thing. Lieutenant Mumbly, welcome to the team. It's kind of like a poor man's chess database. I don't recommend ChessBase personally, but I don't know what to recommend. I mean, the lichess Opening Explorer is not enough for professional level opening preparation. Chessable is probably not enough either. I think, I don't know, you know, what to recommend. Anyway, but for most people's purposes, it's enough. World Loser, Vlad. It looks like an f3 Nimzo. I guess World Loser is basically playing f3 in every game. This is his modus operandi. When did he play f3 in this game? Move 4. Yeah, he did this. This is Steinitz, right? Maybe Steinitz played that? WJ Loof is here. WJ Loof, is that a new 50k badge? WJ Loof with 500 pride bits. WJ Loof, I got my second Moderna vax yesterday, but I'm still feeling the effects. But I learned that I have very high blood pressure. That's the bad news. So I have to stop. I have to stop eating fun food and drinking a lot. Sadly. No more hamburgers and drinking. Thank you for the bits, though. We'll call them wine. We'll call it a wine donation. I started drinking red wine. Dr. Chipchance, you were born with high blood pressure? Yeah, like I had no clue I had a problem. Just randomly had a headache the other day. Checked it, and it was like through the roof. But I think, needless to say, I have to improve my lifestyle. I literally don't eat at like McDonald's very often. But I realized I had high blood pressure. I was telling Mr. Coffee, I realized I had high blood pressure like literally 30 minutes after eating a Big Mac. Yeah, that's not good for you. Stress. Games like the one against Princess Chess doesn't help with my... Do I do sports? No problem at all. I mean, I did when I was younger, but I don't do anything but like walking, really. The pandemic just like didn't help. I probably gained like 15 pounds, 10, I don't know how many, 10 or 15 pounds. But I should do sports, obviously. I'm right here in the heart of Budapest. I could do swimming at the baths or something. Pandemic didn't help me, but at least we made it through. I finally got my second vaccination. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to a doctor and find out, but, I just hope that it's manageable and it's not, caused by some other problem. Because I really had no clue that I was like suffering from this condition. The danger with high blood pressure is that you don't, it's like silent, You don't even know you have it. I had no symptoms, basically. Just sort of checked randomly. So that was a shocker. But I still have to go to the doctor and have it verified. I'm hoping my blood pressure gauge is just totally trash. But in any case, I should make some lifestyle changes. Yeah. Anyway, it was a long time coming. I quit smoking like 10 years ago. And I thought... I was saying to someone today that I thought that was a big sacrifice. It didn't help. I would probably be dead now if I hadn't quit smoking. That's a nice move, Queen G2. With the mate threat on G7. Yeah, I mean, it's complete luck that I found out that my blood pressure was high. I didn't buy the blood pressure thing for myself. It was just like randomly occurrence. Interesting endgame. I feel like World Loser is torturing everyone. I had a tense game against him too. World Loser raised my blood pressure. Princess Chess. But I walked like 4 miles today. Even the day after getting my second vax, I still managed to get like 4 miles in. It's not bad for someone who had the vax yesterday. I felt good when I woke up this morning, and then I came back after walking like 2.5 miles, and I wanted to just sleep. I think the side effect of the vaccine started right after I came back from my walk. I just slept for like 3 hours, and then I felt better. And I've been working since like 3 this afternoon. Sex, exercise. It's interesting having Lieutenant Mumbly here. I don't know how good chess and poker are. Stress. I'm very stressful. I do stressful things. Like Ian Rogers had to quit chess because of high blood pressure. The Australian Grandmaster in his mid-50s. And he actually had to have a kidney transplant. And his wife donated her kidney to Ian, which is lucky. That's the problem. The blood pressure causes, organ damage. But he actually had to quit playing chess because of the stress. I mean, I think some people don't get stressed when they play, like Anand. Can you imagine? Anand is probably like extremely low pulse rate. Nothing, it's just like easy. He never gets excited. He understands chess without even thinking. Why get stressed when you don't even have to think? WJ Luke told you not to play right now. Yeah, like probably I should teach chess but not play it. If I had, a stress related illness. But I'm gonna find out. Well, yeah, I mean, for some people, maybe it's relaxing. It totally, exactly. It depends on your perspective. Chess, it doesn't have to be stressful for everybody. You just got an executive board ballot. You can write my name in. Absolutely. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Can't wait to get started. This is getting kind of weird. Is Ernvlag gonna save this? Where? Master? Does that work? That was weird the way Jernflad went back. Did he have to go back? Question number 1, did he have to go back? Question number 2, does it matter? I guess he's got his... The pawn is just a little too far advanced. Alright, good game, guys. Not easy to get World Loser to draw. Basically, you have to take all the material off the board. So World Loser's in second place. We've already played all the favorites. I played Doctor, Zen Chess, Princess Chess, World Loser, Yevgeny, Cheesy Noob, Zernvlad. So all that's left is Uber Driver and Move 11. Move 11's lurking out there. Move 11 doesn't have a good score, but he's pretty strong. He took a game off in round 5. Otherwise, I think he would be up in the top. What are the rules in this endgame? Well, I thought that Black didn't have to go back. I thought he could just perpetual White's knight. But the outside pawn is very dangerous. Basically, this rule is important, WJ Loof. Knights don't like rook pawns. Rook pawns are the arch enemy of knights. Apparently, Jernblad blundered a knight at some point to arrive in that position. But the instructive advice, I would say, is that that's an example of the rook pawn is the kryptonite to the knight. Probably a knight pawn would be enough, to hold a draw there too, if it's far enough outside. Basically, Jernvlad is implying that we didn't see the best part of the game. Okay, move 11. Move 11 is tough. Well studied. Doesn't play that many games here on lichess, so it's hard to judge his rating. Do you know Gareev? Lieutenant Mumbly. I never met that guy, but he seems a little bit crazy. But maybe he's crazy in a good way. Oh man, what did I do to myself? Now I have to play. Well, I had a friend who was friendly with him. They hung out a little bit at tournaments, and he said he was really nuts. But obviously, you know, with the blindfold stuff, he's found his niche. Move 11 had his chance to play knight takes c6 and passed it up. It's crazy to play chess in the first place, right? Absolutely. I'm proud of myself for playing this tournament despite still having minor vaccine related issues. What? Why can't I remember what I'm supposed to do now? It's really weird. There was this Australian guy in the Blitz tournament. It's one of those strong Australian guys that would play in the team tournaments we played in. I don't understand what I played against him. I played this line against him, and then I forgot what I did. Like, what? What did I play now? This is weird. I want to play bishop g4, but what's the point of that? Like, what does that even do? I've played this with white, too. I think I understand it better for white. What am I supposed to do now? There was some crazy move like b5. I don't see how that works. a6, b6. This is really weird. I'm just drawing a complete blank. I blame it on Moderna. Dude, please don't talk to me about blindfold simuls. My head hurts. I have Alzheimer's and I'm reacting to the vaccine now. b6? Bishop g4, what does that do? Seriously, what does like bishop g4 do? Does that do something? I don't understand what it does. I don't know. He played f3. I'm just down a pawn without any way of like getting it back. Not very impressive. Yeah, that's what I expected. How did I know you were going to play that? Though normally I would expect AB. Somehow I knew move 11 was going to play knight takes B3. But this is my biggest scare, theoretically. I don't think black's position is sound. I don't understand. Like, I got to D5. I'm still drawing a blank. So what's happening after A4? You're just playing knight C5. A3. All right. So E6, knight takes B7 is a problem. This is just horrible for me. I have no idea what it's doing. He's just crushing me. But he's way better than 2100. I'm not sure how strong he is. I say that about everyone who beats me. Man, I'm just foggy-headed. I don't understand. How can I not remember the next move after D5 takes, knight A5, queen F3? How can I not remember what the heck the next move is? It's kind of important to remember what I'm supposed to play there. Just grabbing another pawn. That's super greedy. Blue 11 is going to ruin my tournament. Actually, I mean, bishop e6 was hard to pass up. Queen takes. It's getting weirder. I really don't want to trade queens. I'm not sure what choice I have. This is like the worst game I ever played. It's not just that I misplayed the opening, like the consequent like next 10 moves were all blunder, blunder, blunder. Like every single move I made was a blunder. for like 10 moves in a row, 10 blunders in a row for black, something like that. Because I couldn't decide on a move. Seriously, one of the worst games I ever played. But I'm pretty scrambled. Move 11 picked a good time to play me. After 7 rounds, or is it 8 rounds and a Moderna? You found the right time to finally play in one of my tournaments. Because he never plays. Just only if I had like a vaccine or something. He waits until I'm weak and then decides to enter. He seems to gain time on me. What is this? Yeah, this has been a great game by me. So I'm down the exchange and 2 pawns. Nice job. What? His H-pawn was hanging? That was dumb. Look how fast he is. Yeah, it's like, check out this game by white. Wow. It'll say like 76 cent upon loss. 19 cent upon loss. 0 inaccuracies. Dude, are you serious? No. 32 cent upon loss, 1 inaccuracy. It's totally crushing. I don't understand. What's the point of bishop g4? What's my next move here? Bishop h5. That like looks stupid. Or knight takes b3. But I still don't understand what my plan is. Bishop h5's computer move. Yeah, it's like the weirdest move ever to play bishop h5. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Shouldn't have played something I haven't played. I was getting overconfident. That ruined the tournament now. Next round, where's my loss? See, now Zen Chess can catch me. Move 11. Taking the bye. And losing against Trip Chance. Well, that's not a surprise. Yeah, move 11 is underrated. I mean, he shouldn't be 21-30. Probably 22 at least. But I really played bad. Slaggy last round versus Astrobate. This is round 9, guys. Thanks for playing. All right, we lost one finally. I've not been in very good form. I was lucky to survive that long as I did without losing. There were some scary games already. Hiroku. So no Astrobate. Right. The Zviagintsev variation, knight a3. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out to play g6 against that. The first time I faced it, I just played like knight c6 and black had to face bishop d5. Well, move 11, you know, you had a win, but you missed a lot of wins, probably. You made inaccuracies. You certainly didn't kill me the most efficient way. But I doubt I was ever surviving. Move 11, it is your move versus Edward. I would like it if you would participate in said game. Guys, thanks everybody for playing. Don't forget to submit your games to me or Yabatis for the Thursday night subscriber stream. Thanks for the support from many of you. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. We'll be back Thursday night. Same time, same station, 6:30 CEST. Wednesday stream is canceled. That's all you need to know. Make sure you submit some games. We've only got like 3 or 4. Usually I go over like 10 games on Thursday nights. Alright, Hiroku usually plays quickly. He's playing a kind of passive c3 Sicilian here. Like our friend Sergio. I don't like when that pawn goes to e5. h6. The idea of Grob. Alright. I guess if he's going to play that, I'm going to push. Then the position gets locked. You could take with the knight. But it doesn't seem right to me. So we just have more space in a King's Indian-like position. Very strange setup. I don't think I need to play like e5. It's too much of a liability here. He's basically playing like a really weird King's Indian. Should be good for black. I have knight e4, but that just liquidates the center or what? Knight e4, pawn e4, d3. That's interesting. Astrobate, your opponent is in time trouble. Your opponent didn't show up. I'm running out of energy, guys. Yeah, well, objectively, move 11, I guess I should play like knight g8. That's ironic, right? To play e5, make my bishop bad. I don't know how good an idea that is. This is risky. He's trying to play like b4, bishop c5. I can play b6. Move 11, did you just abandon your last round game? Well, Edward Elric was like asking you in the stream. I mean, I'm playing, obviously. You could see that, right? Shouldn't you have a game going on? Yeah, you thought it was an arena or something? Move 11 thought it was an arena, but wouldn't the board pop up? So we're just slightly better in an endgame. All right. King must activate. Yeah, this is a very interesting endgame. Black has good winning chances, but not so simple. I don't think I like the way I'm playing it. B6 seemed better. I have an interesting move there, tactic. Weird. Bishop c5 is a really strong move. This is not. So I have f4 again? But what does f4 do? Just allows this one move trap. He should have played like rook d6 or something. Thanks, Edward Elric, for playing. Alright, guys. I finished. One loss, one draw. Yevgeny got the forfeit win from Move 11. Move 11, who was gloating over his win against me. Doesn't care about the other games. Zen Chess, still playing. The epic matchup. Last game going. I don't know how strong Trip Chance is, but it seems like at least FIDE Master. It appears. Zen Chess is basically NM strength. Even though he has a low rating, he doesn't play. I think Dr. Trip Chance is a FIDE Master. According to his strength here. I don't count Candidate Master. It's a fake title. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, King F4. Can Zen Chess hang on? Actually, I like King D4 better. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe, I mean, for a computer, okay. Like, a computer will hold this with a slightly worse structure because the bishop is a good defender. But I would be nervous as a human playing this position against a computer. Now it looks really equal. Theoretically, white is... Well, alright. Theoretically, white is better. I'm not sure if I like the way that Trip Chance played f6. I don't know if objectively that's the right way to go about it. Wow. He doesn't trade on e6. Now you have two choices. This is the last game. I did manage to win the tournament this week. Move 11 gifted a tier 1 sub to Jeddo 4545. Jeddo the Jedi A4. Whoa. Let's count Tempe. Taking the diagonal opposition, I mean distant opposition. That's tricky. Oh no. King d6. King c6, King d6 is is incredible. Is white lost? Cheers, move 11. Craziness. Zen chess queens first. How did this happen? So, after g4, what if you take? Dr. Tripchance lost the weirdest way. He's like better. He's better and he lost this. He was almost winning. Isn't he winning after takes? This is like desperation. Last desperate try. h4. Now black takes. King f4. King c4. King g5. King b4. King h4. King a4. King h5. King somewhere, like king b3. And now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So black's winning after g takes h4. It's not like you allowed a draw in a draw in a winning position. You lost. You went from winning. Why is it unknown? This is unknown. You still have g3. That's not going to save you. So there's no move that will save black. That's crazy. You went from winning to lost in one move. Basically, Zen chess tried what looked like the only move. Wow, this works. Holy crap. I didn't think this worked. But amazingly, white has more than one move that draws here. Holy shit. So king f3 draws too. You know, I have to be honest, like I think I would have played h4 too. What is it that we're missing about g4? It's just that those pawns are irrelevant, you know? That's a seriously messed up king and pawn game. You guys misplayed that. But I have to be honest, I thought he was going to play h4 too. So g4 holds. But I have another question. Why did you play king e5? You should have played king c5. Man, this was bad. So the only way to beat Dr. Tripchance is some kind of king and pawn endgame. You also missed this simple move. The funny thing is you found a distant opposition, which was the killer move. It just wins. That's sick. White is lost after king d6. And white wins this game. It's unbelievable, guys. Alright, it's the last round. Whatever. I win the tournament. 7.5. Zen chess. Somewhat lucky victory there with 6.5. Yevgeny gets third place with 6. Jernvlad 5.5. World loser 5. Tripchance with 5. Princess chess 5. Move 11 4.5 after his forfeit in the last round. We'll have bonus points deducted from your team championship totals for that. Acerbate 4. Nice job. Get on the final 10, the top 10. And Uber Driver with 4, even though he dropped out with 2 rounds to go. We had a total of 24 players. Thank you guys for playing. We won't be streaming tomorrow. I have to go to an appointment, but Thursday stream is on. Thursday subscriber stream with game analysis. See you everyone there. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Thanks, everyone. I will see you later. Bye-bye.